What is going on, everybody? Welcome in. Hi. For anybody who might be out there, I am Zach with the American Pool Players Association here in Milwaukee. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Happy to see you. Happy to be here on the live and answer any questions people might have along the way. The main purpose of this video, as you guys can see in the title, is to talk about our Thursday Brady Street 8-ball division inaugural summer session for the division. Had some really great participation, and want to thank everybody for sticking it out and for having a fun time and showing everybody what APA is all about, right? Creating community, camaraderie, and just having a fun time. So thank you to everybody who has participated in this division. If you want to get involved in this division, we have plenty of space. This division was actually a 3-person division, and we didn't get enough players this session to expand it out to the standard 5-person division. So we wrote it out the entire session as a 3-person division, but we're looking to grow that. So teams that are already in place, talk to your friends, talk to your coworkers, talk to family members, build those teams up, get more people in. Even if it's people you don't think would have any clue how to play pool or any desire to play pool. I was one of those people at one point. And Stephanie had asked me to fill in for a summer spot, and here I am. I love the sport now. Wouldn't trade the sport for the world. I really enjoy it, and who knows, maybe your family members would be in the same boat as me, right? You never know. So just ask the question, right? Do you want to play pool? Do you want to be on the pool team? We're having a really fun time. You should come out and have a fun time too. There are super easy ways to build our community. We do what we can to help build it. And we ask you guys just do what you can as well. And we'll get to where we want to be as a league together. All right. So with that being said, there's not a whole lot of content here. But what I want, the main purpose was to let everybody know standings of the session for our Thursday division. And then what playoffs are going to look like. This is a brand new division, so I'm going to sort of break down what playoffs should look like, what playoffs are, and you know, yeah, go from there. So anyway, here's the deal, guys. Actually, let me pull this up real quick. I want to have our bylaws at the ready so I can explain everything to everybody. Let me open that in a new tab. And I didn't ensure that my browser works right away, so that'll be fun. We get to troubleshoot that together. By the way, if you're out there in YouTube land, say hi, so I know you're there, and I know you're watching, because I know somebody's watching. Okay, so it's great because it's all already where it's supposed to be. Okay. Let me get... Yes. Playoffs. There we go. All right. So I'm going to switch over to my browser real quick. And it's probably not going to work, so be patient. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't work. So let me go into my sources and my browser. Let's open up the correct... There we go. All right. See, I got it. I figured it out. All right. So here's just sort of a high-level overview of what the playoffs look like. Okay. So basically, the first thing you always want to think is like, how does one become playoff qualified, right? If you haven't already asked the question and been given an answer, hey, what's going on? Good to see you, Alex. Good to see you, buddy. If you don't know the scoop already about how this all works, basically there are a couple different ways that you can become playoff qualified. Few ways. There's a couple ways you can lose eligibility. The way that you gain eligibility as an individual player on a team is you have to play 4 times in the session. Okay, so if you play 4 times in a session, you are an eligible player for the playoffs. What we also look at is, unfortunately, things that might lead to somebody forfeiting their playoff status, and that would be excessive forfeits, either across the entire session or in the last 2 weeks. I will outline what that all looks like, and then not paying your team fees, your weekly team fees. Team fees are expected every week from every team. And if at the end of the session your money doesn't match up, then we're going to have a problem. So as a captain, it's important that you keep tabs of what you paid, when you paid it. If you pay digitally, there's a paper trail there that you can go back and look at. If you pay with cash, keep a document on your phone. Text us whenever you submit your cash payments, whatever, just to have some sort of digital trail that follows along with that, just so we're all on the same page. The cash is a little bit harder to track sometimes, but if you're on Brady Street for Thursdays and you want to pay in cash, we have a drop box at Hosed on Brady. It's by the bathroom, by the men's bathroom, sort of around that little corner there. It's on the wall. It's got an APA sticker on it. Can't miss it. There's envelopes in the top of it, as well as official team manuals, paper score sheets in case the app goes down or something like that. So there's no reason you can't say that there wasn't envelopes or anything like that to submit payment. We ask that you put your team number, your team name, the week of play, and the date that you played, or submitted your payment, I guess. Probably date played. But all of that can be found, at least like the week numbers and whatnot can be found inside of the Member Services app. So this is a great opportunity as well. If you don't have all the APA apps installed, just go to either the Google Play Store or the App Store, search up APA Pool League. You will see the Member Services app. It'll say APA on it. And then if you search up Scorekeeper, that'll be our Scorekeeper app. Most people should have the Scorekeeper app, if nothing else. But the Member Services app is also great because it gives you a full session view as to what the schedule is and what you can expect in case there's, time you need to take off. Of course, let your teammates know ahead of time, as much ahead of time as possible, if you plan to take time off. We are getting ready to roll into fall session, so I assume a lot of those vacations will be slowing down, but you never know. So always keep up with the good communication. But with that being said, the way that playoffs sort of look for a division of our size is like this. These are our bylaws, by the way. These can be accessed through milwaukee.apaleagues.com or in your Member Services app. You should be able to see our bylaws there. Basically, the bylaws are like an expansion of the official team manual, right? It's going to be things like, no headphones, no earbuds at the table. Here's how we handle inclement weather or whatever. It's going to have all of our contact information in case you guys need to get a hold of us and you don't have our numbers saved. All of the information is there, and I would highly recommend going in and reading through all of it. Okay, but I will go through it. Basically, there are 3 levels to our playoff structure. First level is going to be teams or division size 4 and 5. The second level would be team sizes 6 through 11, and then 12 through 16. 16 being the biggest you can make a division. That's going to determine what our playoffs look like. Basically, we are a 4-team division, and so as you guys can see, top middle there. Actually, you can't see my cursor, but I'm highlighting it right now. Oh, you can see it. Okay, there it is. So right here, we've got our first place versus a wild card. The winner advances to the world qualifier. Now, there is a caveat to that. Unfortunately, since we are a 3-person division, the winner will not advance to the world qualifier because the world qualifier is consisting of standard size teams. What we're going to do instead is, more information TBD on this, but we're going to do a cash cup, sort of how we do for 9-ball, but specifically for a 3-person division because you guys have been paying every week into this, and our Players Fund has money from the 3-person division that we need to get to you, right? So we're going to have a cash cup for that money. Again, time TBD on that. We'll keep you guys updated. More information might be coming very soon. But we have to have a playoff. That's what it boils down to. So our first place team is going to take on the wild card. And the wild card is a randomly drawn selection from the other 3 teams in the division. So, granted, of course, those teams have kept current with their monies and have not had excessive forfeits throughout the session and in the last 2 weeks. So, with that being said, I've talked a lot about that. Let's see. This is the official team manual here. It talks about how the wild card team is selected, and it also says here, teams that do not make the playoffs are eligible for the draw unless they forfeited more than 5 individual matches. We didn't have any teams with excessive forfeits. We had a team that got 5, and then we had a team that got 2 in the last 2 weeks. You couldn't exceed 3 in the past 2 weeks in order to remain playoff eligible. The unfortunate bit is we did have some teams that were behind in payment or just weren't gonna have enough players to be a good playoff team. So with that being said, I will go ahead and jump into our standings. So this should come as no surprise to you all. In first place with 129 points, Out of My Swamp. Congratulations. Out of My Swamp, you have guaranteed yourself as the first place team in the session, and you will play in the playoffs this coming week. So Thursday, be ready to play. We will be reaching out to you to figure out exactly where you want to play the playoffs and go from there. In second place, again, this is, since it's a first place versus a wild card, 2nd through 4th are not guaranteed. Not guaranteed playoff spots. So in second place, the Arbitrarians with 115 points. Congratulations to the Arbitrarians. In third place, Oxley's Space with 114 points. We were 1 point behind. We almost caught up. And then in fourth place with 105 points, Rackless Endangerment. Really great team name. And great vibes as well from the team. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. To the other 3 teams who haven't qualified yet, thank you for participating. Thank you for showing up week over week and making this division what you want it to be. And it'll continue to grow. You guys just keep doing what you're doing. Provide good support for your teammates, positive environment for people to learn and grow, and we're going to be just fine. So here comes the hard bit. We have 3 teams now who technically are playoff eligible, at least as far as, they had all their team, players played at minimum amounts, no excessive forfeits, but we did have teams that didn't get all their money in on time. And we have a team that just doesn't have enough players to be a sustainable team for the playoffs. especially with this being a 3-person division. Really difficult to earn that, or to really difficult to overcome forfeits and things like that if you can only play 1 or 2 players. Really difficult to overcome that. So we've made the decision here. It's going to be Out of My Swamp in first place versus the Arbitrarians. So the Arbitrarians, thank you very much. That's that. Oxley Space and Reckless Endangerment, thank you guys so much for playing. We are going to be rolling right into our fall session, so if there's any roster changes or moves or anything like that you need to do ASAP, let us know. If there are any expected additions to your roster, or additional questions you might have, please let us know as well. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't really have much else here. Just continue to recruit, talk to people, right? If you go out and it's not even pool related and somebody asks you what you like to do, great opportunity to bring the league up, and you can do it in a way that just highlights how much fun it is without it feeling like you're being pushy or salesy. Oftentimes if it's coming from myself or from Stephanie, there's an ulterior motive, right? We are attempting to grow the business and grow, to help ourselves, right? With you guys, you're trying to help yourselves, yeah, but you're just trying to grow the family. So keep talking to people. Keep telling people how much fun you're having. And if you're not having fun, then let us know that you're not having a good time. And we will see what we can do to get you having a good time. I don't know what that would look like for you, but if you don't tell us, we can't know. So just to sort of high level go over things again, it's going to be Out of My Swamp versus the Arbitrarians on Thursday. Time is 7 o'clock. Place is TBD. We'll keep you guys updated. Keep an eye on the Scorekeeper app. That'll have all the information, location, and all that stuff that you need to know. And then so playoffs are you still pay for playoffs. So remember, $21 for your playoff. And then as we head into next session, remember, week over week, $21 is due. Regardless who's on your team. Stephanie and I have been supplementing teams. We are filling teams as fast as we can, and trying to get people in order to take burden off you guys. But $21 is due per week, per team. And that is for your benefit, right? You guys are paying into the players fund, and then that money, hopefully once we expand these next session, once we expand to a standard size division, that money that you pay week over week will be feeding into the players fund, which is a funding vessel to send you guys to Las Vegas to pay for your trophies and patches and all that fun stuff. But we have to grow. We have to grow first. So if you guys have questions or you want to know how you can help more, reach out. Let us know. You can text us. You can call us. Everybody should have, all captains at least should have my phone number. I'm often out, myself or Stephanie, we're out often recruiting. So if you want to get involved in that process, let us know. We would love to have you. But I guess that's going to do it for now. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. I'm excited for what the future holds. If you want more information on what else we have going on here in Milwaukee, I almost said Kansas City, but I'm not there anymore. In Milwaukee, you can follow along on either here on YouTube, follow along on Facebook, facebook.com/Milwaukee County APA. We're on TikTok, we're on X, we're on all the places, Instagram, we're everywhere. We have active divisions Sunday, Monday, Trying to get Tuesdays back up. So if you're interested in playing both 8-ball and 9-ball, let us know. We're trying to get that back up and running for the fall session. That'd be very, very cool. Also, I believe Alex, who plays on Thursdays, is going to be helping out with Tuesdays as well. So if you have questions, you see Alex first, you can ask him. Otherwise, ask us. We're always available for you guys. We're Wednesdays. We're trying to get Wednesday Brady's back up and running. We had to take the summer session off for that, but we're going to get that rolling for the fall as well. So Wednesday Brady and Tuesdays out of Shepherd's. We're looking to get both those divisions back up and running. Also, if you're downtown, we still have lights above pool table and copper. There's potentially some other host locations downtown adjacent that we could sort of loop in and get this rolling. Basically, people. We need the people. Tell the people. Tell them how much fun you're having, and we'll just keep this ball rolling. Of course, Wednesdays in West Allis out of Brewski's. That's going to be expanding as well. We're going to be introducing more host locations, trying to build more teams, more divisions, and then Thursdays, nothing's changed. We're going to keep playing on Thursdays as well. The only days we're not playing right now are Fridays and Saturdays. So plenty of opportunities to get involved. So let us know if you want to be involved. And until then, I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I'm going to be sitting around here for a bit. So Tuesdays are going to be so awesome. I agree, Alex. Tuesdays are going to be awesome. If you don't know what 9-ball is, you shoot sequentially, right? So you shoot at the 1-ball first. You have to pocket the 1-ball, then you move on to the 2-ball, 3-ball, 4-ball, so on and so forth till you get to the 9-ball. Now, what differs in 9-ball versus 8-ball is the scoring. How you score 9-ball is different, especially for APA. It's sort of it's a special kind of format for APA. Each ball is worth 1 point, except for the 9-ball, which is worth 2 points. And you are trying as a skill level, whatever your skill level might be, you have a specified number that you have to get to. So however many balls that takes to get to that point, that's what you're shooting for. And if you get to that point before your opponent gets to their point, then match is over. And the match can end in the middle of the rack. It does not have to be dependent on the 9-ball being sunk at all. So it's a pretty cool format. It's different. There's not a lot of people who play 9-ball. So I would love to sort of expand your pool horizons, right? Get you guys involved. Like I said, let us know. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. And I am going to shuffle off to Buffalo. I'm not going to Buffalo, but it's a saying, guys. You understand. All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye.